Hey everyone, and in this video, we're going to dive into the world of Diablo 4 to show you the best XP farming methods to level up your character faster than ever. Let's dive right in. Section 1. Understanding XP farming in Diablo 4. As most of you know, farming XP is a grind in this game, but is really important in order to gain power and upgrade your character in Paragon board. First thing, in order to understand the fastest path from 0 to level 100, we should go over some basics. First, we have understanding everything that can give you XP boosts. You have potions that will give you 5% XP boosts for 30 minutes. Then you have group play that will give you anywhere between 5 to 15% bonuses. Then you have bonfires and legion events that will give you another 15% bonus. Then you also have monster difficulty levels that range depending on the monsters. You should always be aiming to fight enemies 3 levels above your current level for an additional 25% XP boost. Then lastly, you have the world tier difficulty that will range anywhere between 20 to 200% boosts on world tier 4. Top XP farming locations. You'll want to find dungeons with high monster density. Common ones that continue to get nerfed by Blizzard but still widely used amongst the community are Champion's Demise, Ruins of Eridu, and Iron Hold. For characters below level 20, we would recommend the Forsaken Quarry until you're a high enough level to do Champion's Demise. The Forsaken Quarry is a quick, easy, straight path with tons of champions, and it should get you between levels 1 to 20 pretty easily. Then you can move over to Champion's Demise, where it's widely used and you can generally find good groups to run these in. There's 3 paths that are easily full of champions to gain a lot of experience. Once you're right around level 30, we would recommend hitting the PvP fields on the south end of the map. The PvP fields have a large amount of champions, which is the primary focus for any XP farm. In this area at lower levels aren't very crowded, so it's easy to go in and be safe without competition. Once you've reached level 45 or 50 and you can do your first capstone dungeon, then the best farming method will be doing nightmare dungeons. You can follow this Excel sheet made by the professional Diablo 4 content creator Woodajo for the nightmare dungeons that are best used for XP farming in the Paragon board leveling. You want a good mix of both, and if you can find the Skosglin Alderwood Nightmare Sigil with a magic find boost affix, then you can spam this dungeon over and over for the best results if it's at the correct level. The level or tier of the sigil plus 50 is the level that the enemies will be at, so shoot for something just 3 or 5 levels over your character's level for the best results. The developers stated in their Campfire Live update session that they will be buffing a few things around the Nightmare Dungeon system to make sure that these provide more XP than anything else as its main focus of the game. If you get good at these now, you'll be set for success in the future when the first season comes out in mid-July. Section 3. Optimal character builds for XP farming. Depending on your character, there are different types of builds that are better and more geared towards leveling. If you head over to MaxRollGG, they have a tier list made up from all of the experts and professionals of Diablo 4. It's best to stay on course with a leveling character until you have the majority of the gear you want for your endgame build, so you'll want to keep an eye on or be planned out for respecking your character eventually. So far, the best characters for leveling is the Rogue and Source, due to their mobility, but can be a bit squishy, so you'll need to be careful as a skilled player. The Druid and Barb are excellent classes later in the game and are honestly 2 of the best classes to date, but they can be very difficult to level if you play solo due to their slow play speeds and how long it takes for them to get fully geared up until they become powerful, viable characters. When building out your character, you'll want to make sure you're balancing out your gear with all of your skills and that your build is synergizing with itself, meaning that all of it works together and you're not mixing build types like range and close range characters. The concept though is to find a character that has high mobility with a high DPS, almost like a fast-moving glass cannon. The more you kill, the quicker you do it, the more XP you get. Simple. If you're looking for the absolute quickest path to 100, then you should play in a group of 4, using your potions to get the 5% XP boost, doing as many Legion events as possible, and between these doing Nightmare Dungeons of the correct tier, and spending as little time as possible in town. Any event you see on the map, honestly, like Legion events, bosses, and Hell Tides, will generally give you more XP with a greater chance at finding better legendaries. If you're a solo player, then running Legion events, bosses, and Nightmare Dungeons is your your best go-to. Unfortunately, Blizzard didn't build into the game an easy-to-join partying system, so you'll either have to find a good clan or Discord server that has a lot of support from its communities. If you're unable to find anything out there or not sure where to go to get started, feel free to join our Discord server and our clan, TechBrewsGames, as we're also in the same boat of always looking for new friends and groups to play with. Link is down below for a Discord server invite, and we hope to see you there soon. Section 5. Cheating the system. If you'd like to bypass all of this and the grinding of dungeons and legions, then you can also always have someone power level you. Simply, you create a new character and invite a friend with a high level character into the game and have them beat both the World Tier 3 and World Tier 4 capstone dungeons for you. Once you've completed these, they can run Champion's Demise or Iron Hold on World Tier 4 while you stand at the front gate as you level up at a ridiculous rate where you'll be level 50 within an hour. This of course bypasses a lot of the early game grinding, but you'll still need to grind it out from 50 to 100 and figure out a good leveling and end game build for that character. On top of this, you'll then be loaded into a level 50 character with no legendary gear, so you may have to drop down a few levels just to get a baseline. Otherwise, if you already have a lot of legendary gear set up for that character or you've been farming aspects, then you can go ahead and create your build from there with World Tier 4 gear, which will slingshot you further into the end game a lot quicker. With these tips and tricks, you'll be leveling up your Diablo 4 character faster than you ever did before. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more Diablo 4 gaming content. Until then, happy farming.